Howdy, Tammy.
Hey.
Guess what we're doing today?
My recommendation
is that what you should do is buy one of those very tiny, small houses and live in it for the rest of your life, and then you never have to go through this moving stuff from one place to another. Right now, we're going between houses to tidy up one to get it ready for showing, which it is.
Yeah,
but
it's staged.
Yeah, but it's a constant battle.
Yep.
So, anyway, there you go. All right.
I wouldn't say ours is a tiny one right now either.
No, well,
but
we need
less than the other one.
Right. So, Empresario says, "You guys rock." Well, thank you. Crispy. To prevent flat-chested puppies, do you use towels under the mat? My puppies are starting to develop flat chests. I'm using towels and making them wavy. All right, so here's the first thing. For flat chests, really the secret to this is get those puppies, especially the big fat ones, off their bellies, swimming around, and get them on their feet. That's what really fixes it. So
it depends on the age too. You know?
Yeah, I mean, you can't do this before their eyes are open.
Right,
you can start doing it at 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But take their back legs up, get their little legs up underneath them and get them off their chest. Sure, you can use crates and things like that, foam mattresses and things like that to also give them less of a hard surface. That absolutely helps too. But the fundamental thing is get them off their feet. That's all we do. I mean, we put down towels, nothing that's too soft, and we never run into this problem, but we do fix it by getting them off their feet. So get them off their feet. A couple of people here talking about 411, but the old days of phones when you could find out who called you. There, those days.
Oh yeah, they're long gone.
Who's got a landline anymore? I mean, we haven't had a landline forever, have we?
No.
Canine Scott, I have a question about the A locus. I've heard of the AW, which is the wild saber. The AW gene does not factor in Frenchies. I do see reports come back every now and then where it talks about the AW gene, and some reports have it, it says NN, not there. But AW gene, the wolf gene, is not part of the French Bulldog lineup. It is of other dogs. I mean, I think things like Huskies and things like that have the AW gene, but not Frenchies. Marino's vlog. I recently got a puppy that has a cleft palate, an American Bully, 10 weeks old. Okay, you got him from the breeder because the breeder was going to euthanize him. What do you think I should do? Well, I mean, you're at the point now that I think you're already on puppy mush. The problem with the cleft palate is puppies with a cleft palate cannot suckle. And consequently, if you don't tube feed them, they typically don't survive. You're past that. Your puppy should be on kibble by now, because he's got teeth. Get him on kibble. And then you can get that repaired. I never had one repaired, so I don't know what the details are, what it costs.
Do you know exactly how old the puppy is?
10 weeks old.
Oh, okay.
So I would think,
so it must not be a very bad cleft palate, because if it was real bad, it wouldn't have survived that age.
Well, maybe not.
Sometimes they do.
But so sometimes they'll close up enough where they're okay. The problem with the cleft palate is the first part is not being able to suckle. Tube feeding is a solution. The second part is infection into the sinus cavity with food that goes up in there, and that typically does a dog in. You've got past that too. So I would think the next thing to do is to get this dog onto kibble. Well, here you say you're giving the puppy formula mixed with Royal Canine starter blended in. Yeah, I mean, get them onto some kibble. I have Lisa Nauerkow. I have a 1.5 pound teacup poodle. My sister sat down with a 5 pound box of chocolates and would take a bite of one. If she didn't like it, she'd toss it to my dog.
Oh my Lord.
Somehow he made it through, but was a chocoholic afterwards.
How old is your sister? Good God.
I suggest that you have a 1.5 pound box of rat poison, and what you don't want, you give to your sister.
Yeah.
I mean, look.
We didn't have nice things to say right there. I said not too young or too old to slap.
Yeah, I mean.
And then you said the arsenic on her.
Yeah. So, I mean, what does a dog in is the size of the dog and the darkness of the chocolate. A dark chocolate given to a Chihuahua in
any kind of chocolate,
reasonable amount of quantity would likely do the dog in. Milk chocolate in lesser quantity, obviously the dog survived it. Not a good thing to do. Look. I mean, I'm sure the dogs love it. Don't get me wrong. The dog pounded chocolate. Take away the chocolate. Do not give chocolate to your dogs, period. Just don't give it to your dogs. It's just, just don't give it to your dogs. absolutely thing to do.
That's the big answer to question. Yeah.
Karina Marino, I have a 2-week-old puppy. Her eye got like this. We're talking about swollen eye. Still gets discharged at the last line. Do I still apply the ointment? Sure. I mean, yeah. If the eye is red after it's opened up, then I mean it's inflamed and infected, and I would do one or two things. Number one, terramycin is an antibiotic you can apply to the eye, and the second thing is if this thing doesn't get resolved, go to the vet. Talk to the vet about it. Crypto Nerd, how do we ask questions? The videos aren't live. Correct, these videos are not live. What you're seeing now was recorded probably 2 or 3 days ago, so there's going to be a delay when you get a response to a question. I don't answer all questions, but we do try to answer most questions, and just put them in the comment section. Ask what you want. Kappa Wheel 1, I have 4 Shih Tzu puppies. We're talking about flat-chested puppies. Oh yeah,
We do have a big video on flat-chested puppies.
We do.
And what to do.
We do.
On the website.
Couple of
or
them,
on
yeah.
the YouTube. Yeah. Just
Yep.
put in the keyword and you'll
Yep.
find that video.
That's right. Jaram 13, my dog was a 12.7 and 2 days later a 40. Do you think that would be a split heat? No. So a 12.7, when the numbers get above a 5, they almost double every day. So a 12.7 would be, the next day would be something around a 20, and the day after that it'd be something around a 35. So you're right where you should be, and you are too late to breed at this point. So, well, you could probably do a surgical and get away with it, but I mean, this was 14 hours ago. If you're going to breed this dog, you better do a surgical or a TCI day. James, what's up with having a jacket on? There's some replies in there that tell you exactly what's up. It's Oklahoma, folks. What happens in Oklahoma, Tammy? What's the temperature?
Oh.
What's it going to be today?
Oh, today's going to be close to 99.
In ounces, it's going to be 110.
Yeah.
110.
I talked to some people from California yesterday, and it was 108.
Yeah, crazy.
103.
And it could have been, it wasn't, but it could have been 40.
Tomorrow's going to be hotter.
Yeah, right. So this is Oklahoma, folks. I mean, of course, we're over the needing a jacket anymore, but I mean, it can literally.
That was probably 3 weeks ago that we were wearing our jackets.
Right, exactly.
It was chilly.
That's right. Kathleen Rayner, here in Australia, emergency C-sections cost between $4,000 and $6,000.
Ooh.
Non-emergency C-sections around $1,500
Where's
and
that
upwards. Australia.
Find you a small country vet in Australia. Do some more research.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've
I'm
talked about
sure
this
they're
before,
cheaper.
but let's
Yeah.
talk about what it is in Oklahoma and Texas. Here's the price range here. An emergency C-section on a Sunday could be $3,000. Nah, we don't ever pay that, but it could be $3,000. A C-section done at your local small town vet who does them a lot, who's not expensive, $350. So look at that.
When you said we don't do those emergency C-sections anymore, we do way less now since the machine, the one-phone machine. You can buy that on mybreedersupply.com. www.mybreedersupply.com.
To wit, this is an example. 2 days ago, we had a dog that was between her first and second due date. Her temperature the previous night had dropped to 98.6. We did a progesterone test in the morning and it was 7. We knew that we were pretty sure we weren't going to make it overnight. We did another progesterone test at 5 o'clock and it was 3.2.
Yeah.
We had a C-section done, everything was fine.
Yep.
So general advice
saves
is
you money.
Yeah, exactly.
Saves you money, that machine does.
Well, and
it
all
may cost a bunch right at the beginning, but it saves you money and it'll make you money.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can do progesterone tests for other people. You can time your C-sections correctly and not have to pay emergency vet bills. You can time your C-sections correctly so you get in trouble to lose a puppy.
People will come to you to have a progesterone test done, and you can make the money off of that.
Yep, you can charge in a slightly
Because what, vets will charge anywhere from $80 to $120 to get it
I mean,
done.
that's
You could make 50 and 75 easy.
Yeah, and get results for them in 15 minutes as opposed to those people waiting for 2 days to get results. I mean, it'd be a nice little business on the side. And get bigger litters because you time it properly too.
Right.
So we just had a litter of 5 puppies, all healthy, happy little puppies born. They were born, what, 2 days ago, weren't they? And everything was uneventful, which is the way you want it. And you know, we bred using the machine, and we C-sectioned using the machine. Fine Kale Wantho, it's on mybreedersupply.com. Just, you know, excellent product, easy to use.
www.mybreedersupply.com.
Camberwell, this one's for Tammy. Are Merle Platinum fluffies real?
Oh, yes, they are. We've got one named Mando. Golly, he's gorgeous. He's out of money bags, which Annette produced money bags, Annette Woods, and so he is gorgeous. He's a blue and tan, ATAT, carries cocoa, carries cream, lots of beautiful curls and waves and fluff.
So he's not a platinum,
No.
but he can make platinum.
Oh, he can make platinums.
Make platinum.
He can make you lilac and tans.
But the answer is
blue and tans.
absolutely those dogs exist. And here's the other part about it. Go, you have lots of money in the bank when you buy that dog. It's not going to be a cheap dog, folks.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
expect this to be a $5,000 dog because there's no
Let
way.
me say something else about Mando. He's probably the best looking stud we've got. He is short, cobby, small, beautiful head, wide muzzle, good ear set, just
Nice
beautiful.
personality. Yeah.
Yeah. His eyes are straight on.
He's got another couple of months to go for his producing, by the way. So
Yeah.
don't call us up and want to use him.
No.
It's not happening yet.
Got a couple of months to go with him. He's just 6 months old, but man alive, he's nice.
All right. So that's 11 minutes of this
That's
one.
Mando.
Mando. Bye,
Call
Brody.
Cody,
Yep.
806-664-0173 for stud services and products.
Yep. Okay, bye, Brody. See you for watching the video. I really appreciate people who subscribe to me. It helps me, encourage me to do more of these videos. But do remember, disclaimer here, I am not a vet. I'm not a licensed medical professional. I'm purely a person who's been breeding dogs for the last couple of decades. Any information that you got from this video, use at your own risk. There's nothing implied here, and certainly this should not be used as a substitute for advice from your veterinarian or your medical professional. I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back for more of them. Bye.